Thank you, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Oakland, California. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Houston Texans and the Oakland Raiders. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
And he stopped immediately there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but eventually they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. 3rd and 2, Watson. And he completes it to Cohen.
A short game that doesn't get him the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Returnable here from the 38. Pushing his way through. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. And a give this time to the tailback. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. Tackle made by Whitney Mercilus.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
Ready?
3rd down, and they're going to try the jet sweep. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. On now, Kaiser, the punter, sending it away. Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
At the 2-yard line.
He's set. Look at the egg.
Big stop, G. Big stop.
Hey, you got to snap it. You got to
From the end zone, Watson. And he's got his man on the out route. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down.
Let's go. Jim.
First down, a run with Cohen. Oh, Cohen lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now it's Watson. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Watson in the offense going to come up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. Now the Auburn product, Corey Grant. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
At the 32-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
All right. Here we go. Let's go, B. Let's go. Hey, let's get this. Check 43.
This is Grant. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. Touchdown, Houston. Corey Grant, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run, end result, 6 points.
Touchdown. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Intended for number 85. Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
He's coming. We got double up. Hey, exit.
51.
Get it.
Looking to throw. Herbert. He's got a man. It's Williams. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. A Raider first down, 17 yards. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Here we go. 60 outlaw. X3. 218. Chopper. Shoot.
They'll run on first down. Dobbins, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd and 12.
Mike 51.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home. Now.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So erase the flag. They decline it.
And did they use the big eraser, or was that the one at the end of the number 2 pencil?
Well, I was thinking the 2x2-inch ones that you can buy and use in addition to the pencil.
And those last forever.
A long time.
No doubt.
Hey, Delta.
50's the mic. 50's the mic. No chance. Let's go.
On third down, Dobbins. And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46. He did well to get him 8 yards, but it's still going to mean a call to the punt team on fourth down. Here's Drew Kaiser now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Now this is fielded in the end zone. Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And the Texans are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
So still backed up, but the situation not as dire now. 1st and 10 at the 14. Now Watson. This one complete to Devin Funchess. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. Watson in the offense going to come up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. Here's Watson. Steps away to his left. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
My set. Hey, check.
On 2nd down now, it's Grant. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
Safety's creeping. Watch out. Alert. Put it down.
Third and long, it's Watson. Over the middle, it's complete. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston 1st down.
That's a pretty good throw on the curl route there. 3rd down, and they pick up a 1st.
Defense should be aware for that, right?
They should be aware, but it's so hard sometimes.
It's not easy.
Because when they sell that route really well, you think they're going upfield, then they curl back, show their numbers to the quarterback, and complete the play.
16 yards on that one, and also a Texan 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 47. Out of the gun, running with Cohen. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston 1st down. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join, who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Back to throw, Watson. Buying time to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the 1st.
Where's the set? 19. Check, 59. I got it. Check 15. Check.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff.
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time.
And this is caught for a touchdown. Now hold everything here. Flag in the backfield. This one might be coming back.
Finish strong. Yeah, let's go.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Here's Grant. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Set! I'm coming forward! I'm coming after you! I'm coming after you! Undercrush! 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 No, take!
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. They've been stuffed twice here for losses. Now it's 3rd and goal. From the gun, here's Watson. Escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. Still a little bit of time left here in the 2nd quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
Fairbairn now following the made field goal. He'll send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right?
Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Willie Henry muscled his way in for the sack.
Recon, 132 fighter.
So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Here's Jonathan Coachman. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
The The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or do they think they were just bad plays to call? We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Herbert, and his throw's going to be incomplete. The linebacker, Zach Cunningham, there defensively to make that play.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
3 down.
Off the play fake. Herbert, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A rookie QB struggling, gets thrown down to the ground there, but maybe this game, it's not over yet, but maybe this game can be a learning experience for him.
So many different things that he has to pick up on. When to go ahead and flush from the pocket and run, when to get rid of the football, not take the sack, when to just go ahead and go down early and make sure you don't fumble the football. So many things that he has to learn. This game starts the process.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th.
Let's go, tight end. Let's go. Here we go. 50. Mike 50. Watch the run.
Pilot, 64, weak.
Check three.
Hey, orbit.
Check 25. Check 25.
Go.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. Here's Drew Kaiser now as he's on to punt for Oakland. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Here comes Grant on the return. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go.
The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Texans push further out in front. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what, whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever, this was a big score to start the second half.
Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Back to throw. Herbert stepping up. He's going to keep it. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, Herbert. Aguilar has it. A Raider first down, 17 yards.
A gain of 17 yards. And a Raider first down. First and 10 at the 41-yard
Check
line.
back, check. Topper!
On first down, Herbert. He's airing it out for Williams. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll be down deep into Houston territory. A big play that time for the Raiders. And even 50 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Herbert. Flushed out right. That is caught at the 7-yard line. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make...
And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Darren Waller, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Raiders get a score closer. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This will be taken about the 12. And they'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40.
At their own 39-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
First down, Houston.
On first down, Watson got his man there complete to Gallup. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing. And they got it done.
Watson now to throw. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now. That's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Here's Watson. Flush to his right. Going to throw right side here. Complete. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here. They'll try and run for it. And down inside the 15 he goes. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
A gain of 12. And the Texans first down.
So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, Watson to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Michael Gallup, that's who he was looking for, but it's going to be 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Funchess has it complete. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting up.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Timmy Jernigan able to record his 5th sack of the season. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves.
Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Timmy Jernigan in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Alpha. Check. 41 Mike.
Operating from the gun. Herbert, he's going to air one out. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said, 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
After the interception, here's Watson. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. A good pickup there of 20 yards. A much better effort we're seeing from him under center this week versus last week when he threw 4 picks.
He has thrown the one in this game, but
under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Corey Littleton just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe go to...
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Michael Gallup, his first touchdown on the year. And the Texans push further out in front.
Man, he just ran a terrific route. Extremely hard to defend when it's run that precisely and the ball's delivered that accurately.
Fairbairn good with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards there on the catch and run. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Back to throw. Herbert into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Zach Cunningham with a pick, and his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
36.
On second down, it's Cohen, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down. The Texans on third down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 7. Eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
Now a first down throw, Watson. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one goes for 24 yards. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. On first down, Cohen. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down fourth quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal.
2 times. Hey, we got 4 down.
So Houston going to come away here with the victory, and they were spurred on by a strong